Welcome to the Mitchell Building, located at 15 Fifth Avenue South. Newspaperman William Mitchell erected this downtown commercial building in 1883. Although he was a prominent civic leader at the time, 20 years earlier when he took over the St. Cloud Democrat newspaper, he stood in the shadow of his aunt. Jane Grace Swisshelm was nationally famous when she arrived in Minnesota on June 22, 1857. Swisshelm, an experienced journalist and editor of the Pittsburgh Saturday Visitor, gained national recognition with her forceful arguments for women's rights and against the institution of slavery. To escape a troubled marriage and money problems, she, along with her young daughter, moved to St. Cloud to be near family. Her sister and brother-in-law, Elizabeth and Henry Mitchell, and her husband's brother Henry, had settled there the year before, and both men had established themselves as merchants in the lower part of town. St. Cloud was a bustling boomtown. Soon after their arrival, she became editor of a local newspaper, the St. Cloud Democrat, where she ran column after column attacking slavery and boosting the new Republican Party. Many strongly objected to her views, politically and personally, and in fact, there may have been as many as 5 slaves living in St. Cloud at that time. Sometime during the night of March 24, 1858, vigilantes broke into her newspaper printing office and destroyed the press, throwing the type into the Mississippi River. They left Swisshelm a scribbled note, warning that if she continued, she would pay an even more serious penalty. But she did not bend to local pressure and gained a measure of triumph in 1860 when Abraham Lincoln carried the state of Minnesota on his way to the presidency. Soon after, the nation plunged into civil war. In 1863, Swisshelm headed to Washington, D.C., where she took a position as a nurse. Her nephew, William Mitchell, purchased the newspaper, changing its name to the St. Cloud Journal-Press in 1866. The Mitchell Building was designed by the city's most prominent architect, Allen E. Hussey, and stands today as a rare local example of the Italianate architecture, a style popular in the United States from 1850 to 1880. Note the ornate pressed metal cornice with the date 1883, prominently displayed. The tall, narrow windows, although altered, are another Italianate feature. Mitchell sold the newspaper in 1893, but continued to maintain his real estate office in this building until the 1920s. He did not give up writing, however, and authored the book titled History of Stearns County, published in 1915.